Here with Sarah Kaufman, Battlefield Fight League, recent retiree. Let's talk about that before we get into your fighter who competed tonight. Decided to take a step away from MMA and retire from the sport. How did that come about? Was it a long thought process? Just tell me about the whole thought and determining it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of factors that go into it. I love fighting. I know that I actually could still be the best in the world, but it's also, there's a finite amount of time that you can be in this sport, and there's also life after fighting. And just the position I've been in the last 5-7 years of trying to get fights, having fights fall through, people not willing to step up, not getting the big opportunities and the big fights that I really want and that would challenge me in my career. I don't want to fight for, I don't know, I guess I just don't want to be fighting people who are not a fair fight in the sense of my experience and my caliber.
Of course.
And so making that decision, it was just the right one to do, and also next steps in my career.
Of course. Was it always a goal to, like, in the last few years, to get back to that UFC spot? Like, was that the ultimate goal, and then the fact that it didn't happen sort of play into this?
Played a role for sure. My goal has always been to be the best in the world.
Of course.
And if I'm not going to be the best in the world, I'm not going to half-ass it. I'm not going to partially do it or do it on the back burner. I can train for fun. I can do all that for fun and still be involved and still coach, like I did tonight with Kendall Stewart. But if I'm not going to be fighting to be the best, then it's time to do something else. And I'm really excited that my next journey, I'm going into policing and working with the Saanich Police Department in Victoria.
That's awesome. Looking back on your career then, what's sort of one standout point for you? Obviously you had the Strikeforce title and whatnot. Is there anything that goes through your head that stands out the most?
I mean, I think collectively the relationships and the friendships that I've built over the years, like, yes, there's moments of fights that are like pinnacle moments and moments that are like you're down in the dumps. But it's like the people around you and the lifelong friends and the people around the world that I can go visit their house and hang out with them, and it's like we never left. It's just amazing, the community.
Now, you've obviously, as you said, you've had the fights. You've fought the who's who in the women's division. Chris Cyborg spoke about you after you retired and whatnot, giving you strong words and whatnot. Was there anyone throughout the career that you've gone on that you never actually got to fight that you wished you did?
I always wanted to fight Amanda Nunes. When we were both in Strikeforce, I was like, I want that fight. That fight would be so fun. And then it almost came to fruition when I was supposed to fight Shayna Baszler in the UFC. We were signed for like 5 days and she broke her thumb. I fought Leslie Smith. I had a car accident, kind of changed the course of my career. And then she kind of went on and, I mean, she lost to Kat Zingano, but then after that just kind of took over for a bit. So that's one fight that I always would have loved to have had.
How do you see this second fight with Juliana Pena going? Do you think that Amanda Nunes takes it, or do you think Juliana keeps the belt around her waist?
I think that they're both going to fight a bit differently. I think Pena has that like nasty, gritty, I'd say like mental fortitude to just take a beating and know that she can persevere. Amanda definitely likes to have that confidence and feel on top and be really successful, and that fuels her. So I think when she faced a little bit of adversity, she just started to question herself, and that little mental break allowed Pena to take the win, and I think she'll have adjusted and it'll be a lot more competitive.
Well, congratulations on the retirement. I don't know if that's the right word to say, whether it's congratulations or looking forward to what you do next. As you said, policing, which is super cool. Good luck with that, and obviously coaching, because you got a lot of students that look forward to training with you, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you so much, and just all the fans that have been there for this whole journey. It's been incredible, and I'm still going to be involved in the sport, but I'm so happy to be moving on and leave the sport in a much better place than when I started.